Well, at least the game was never really in doubt, and we didn't lose the game controversially in the last minute like the big game Sunday night.
Is that statement supposed to make me feel better right now?
Because it doesn't. Preds lose 4-2 to the Arizona Coyotes Thursday night inside Bridgestone Arena. Before I go off on my latest rant, how many has that been to this point in the season? I do want to talk about the one positive moment that came pregame before the first period puck drop. That was a very nice pregame ceremony to pay tribute to PK Subban with news that he had retired before the start of the season and commemorate his 3 seasons with the Preds that resulted in our first Stanley Cup Finals appearance in 2017, winning our first President's Trophy in 2018, and back-to-back division titles in 2018 and 2019. Thank you for the memories, PK. Now, that being said, what the hell was that? You lost to the 4th worst team in the league? A team that is trying, at least you can see that they're trying to tank for Connor Bedard. And actually, by looking at the stats in this game, you would think they should, without seeing what the score was, lose yet another game. But nope, you bowed down to subpar talent and you gave a game away that would help you get closer to a wild card spot. Any other season, I'd chalk this loss up to the backup being in. But this year was supposed to be different. Kevin Lankin has been better than previous seasons with a Preds backup goalie. And yes, some of the fault lies with him, but this is an all-around team loss. You outshot Arizona in every period tonight, including only allowing them to generate 2 shots on goal in the second period. One of them went in. So you knew by the second intermission that maybe this game isn't going to go the Preds' way. Overall for the game, you outshot the Coyotes 31-19, proving once again that on some nights, it's not quantity of shots that matters, but quality, and Arizona certainly schooled you in that category. And then on the other side of the ice, a goalie that you drafted and never signed made 29 saves against you. Look at the stats in the box score. You won 2/3 of the faceoffs and only allowed Arizona 1 power play to the 5 that you had. But guess what? Arizona knew how to score on a power play tonight, and they scored on that 1 chance that they had while you went 1 for 5 on the power play. Maybe if you had been a little bit better on the power plays that were being given to you, this game might have gone in your favor, or at least gone to overtime. And I'm left wondering once again about the blender that is John Hines' lineup decisions. Okay, that's enough with Mark Janikowski until he starts producing. Yes, he wasn't the reason why he lost tonight, because there was zeros across the board in the box score for him. But Tommy Novak is younger and more eager, and maybe he's learned a lesson that whatever you were trying to teach him, he should be back in the lineup against Boston on Thursday. And not that I have a lot of confidence going into the game against Boston. This Preds team lost badly last week at home to Vegas. You barely beat Philly. That game is obviously not an outlier now in retrospect. You lost at home now to Arizona, and I'm supposed to have a lot of confidence that you're going to be pumped up and motivated to beat the best team in the league, the Boston Bruins, when they come into Nashville on Thursday night. I guess the one positive that I will take out of this game is that the right call-up happened with Philip Forsberg's injury from Saturday against Philly, with Philip Tomasino's long-awaited return from Milwaukee. It shouldn't have taken that long. And once Forsberg comes back, hopefully Tomasino's not the one who goes back down, because he's earned being with the big club. I guess what this leads me to is this team should not be a buyer. I've seen enough, even before this stretch of games before the trade deadline, with its barely eking out wins against teams that you should win by more, getting embarrassed by better teams rather than just losing, or losing against a draft lottery team that is losing on purpose. This team better not be a buyer come March 3rd. Stock up the cupboard. Hide the women and children, Preds Nation. I warn you. Thursday night could get ugly. So that's it for this one. Another easy night for me, because why should I give energy and effort into game 51 of the season when this team currently doesn't care right now? Hit like if you like this rant. Hit subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media by clicking on the channel name. Tell all your friends about Predemption. Earth to David Poyle. Don't be a buyer on March 3rd. Don't you dare!